That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
25, 25.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Sponge.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Watch the twist. Back 55. We own it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
I'm coming for you, son. Shift.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. This is Carson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch out.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Seahawks 6. Vikings nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down. It's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Gun. Here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
You don't like this?
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick six last year, and he delivers another pick six right here. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21. Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 5. First down.
A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Cousins now. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Right there. 54. 54.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And he finds Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Drop deep, 54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Trey Flowers on the stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, we're good.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Minnesota.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Bailey got the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All day, baby, all day. Switch. Hey, 12.
To throw again, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
48-yard line.
Mike 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
55 Mike, right there. I'm coming for you. Kill.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before break. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Cousins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
32-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He was taken down by
2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Oh, come on, man.
They run it with Carson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
On the carry.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Wilson able to get this to Gordon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 21. Vikings 7.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They run the counter with Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now you're discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Seahawks 28, Vikings 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook.
At the 24.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They run. Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. From the red zone now, Cousins.
Well, this game was decided a while ago.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
18.
Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
at some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Wilson after the play fake to Gordon open, completes it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experience. Right away, where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a night. I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The Vikings 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson eluding down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
To Olabisi Johnson.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. Here's Cousins. Could strip, the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Right there.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 47-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Come on. Jumper.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go play action now. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Vikings 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On 1st down, Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.